Hello.
Hi, everybody.
I'm
Fix
trying
my
to.
hair.
I'm trying to sound like Mrs. Slocum
Hello.
from
Uh,
Are You Being Served?
Thank you, God.
If you haven't watched that before, that's one of the first things that Adam and I bonded over.
Yeah.
When we were on our first date.
Yeah, Mrs. Slocum, she always needs her pussy to be put out. Yeah. Or it gets quite upset.
It's been shut up all day.
Hi, everybody.
Anyways, today is
August the 2nd.
Friday,
It is a
August
Friday.
the 2nd.
TGIF.
Aren't you excited that it doesn't matter.
Friday.
It doesn't matter.
All right. Okay.
We're doing the same shit every day.
Yeah.
Still in the liquids phase, y'all. We have one more week of this. Well, technically 6 more days of it.
Yeah.
Including the rest of today.
Yeah, so this coming Thursday, we're going to graduate to phase 3 of a master plan.
Isn't that exciting?
Yes. Okay.
I'm excited to have Greek yogurt.
Yep. And then, luckily that will be the phase that I am on when I finally return to work.
Which, by the way, because in our book that we have, it says that we can do basically like a half cup is the meal size, and we have to have 3 of these half cup size meals a day.
Okay.
So I think in my head I thought, oh, the half cup has to be a half cup filled with one thing, but it can actually be a quarter cup of something and a quarter cup of something else.
Yeah,
I didn't. I'm not good at math, y'all. I'm breaking all these Asian stereotypes. I didn't know that. So I'm very excited about that because then I can do like half chicken soup, half Greek yogurt or something like that.
Yeah.
So that's exciting.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that.
But yeah, so then
anyways, so today we
got lost again.
We had another adventure.
Yeah, it was great.
Basically,
real estate porn.
Yeah.
That's basically what it was.
So today, yesterday, I was, after we recorded the video, I chanced upon a video on YouTube that was a trailer for 2 new comic books that are coming out. And they are called House of X and Power of 10.
Right.
The X stands for 10 in Roman numerals. I thought it was Powers of X, but then, anyways, I was edumacated by the internet. But I came across this, and I am an avid X-Men fan. I have been since I was younger. Listen, X-Men are just a very thinly guised metaphor for many kinds of marginalized people, but in my specific case, being Asian and being gay. Very, very much, hated and feared for who they are innately, for the powers and the special abilities that they have that no one else has. Sorry,
if
that's
called natural disasters. We've already talked about that on this show.
If those aren't metaphors for specifically being gay, maybe being Asian is not necessarily as much in Los Angeles, but in a city like Ketchikan, Alaska, where I grew up, that's not very Asian, even though there are significant Filipino populations there. But it's there's also like Jewish metaphors in there with concentration camps and branding people based on their mutant identity. It's LGBT, race. It's so many different things. Anyways, I could go an entire day talking about X-Men nonstop, and I would not be tired, and I would not have told it all. But anyways, there's these 2 new comics that are coming out that are basically rebranding the entire X-Men comic book identity, which coincides with Disney's acquisition of, or I guess, whatever, Marvel/Disney's reacquisition of the X-Men as characters that they can put into their movies. So although Kevin Feige and the Marvel team said that it probably would be like 10 years before we actually see X-Men in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, I'm very excited reading all of these fan theories about how they could be introduced through Black Panther, through Blade, through a bunch of different possibilities. Captain Marvel is a significant comic book character in terms of Rogue from the X-Men. So, there's a bunch of different ways in which the X-Men could be. Listen, Scarlet Witch is a mutant. Maybe not mutant canon in the Marvel Cinematic Universe yet, but she is. Anyways, I'm getting off topic again. But I wanted to find these comics. I want to own them. I want to read them. They were both
Road
just
trip.
released. So yeah, we went out in search of them today. In our attempts to get lost, I've been trying to introduce Adam to different parts of LA that maybe he hasn't seen before. And so today we...
Not hard.
Yeah, really not
No,
hard.
it's really not hard.
But we were trying to get to one comic book shop called Comic Bug. Comics Bug? Anyways, I think it's Comics Bug in Culver City. So I took a very roundabout way to get down there. Introduced Adam to a few mid-city locations, showed him some really, roundabout ways to get places, some surface street, shortcuts that I've been taking for years, and just finding ways to show more of LA, and so that we can hang out together, because that's what couples do.
Right.
In a car where we're wasting gas. But it was really... really entertaining to see all of these gorgeous, probably bajillion-dollar houses just around some maybe unexpected parts of LA.
Right.
They're not super rich necessarily, but the neighborhoods. But I think that
They ain't poor neither, y'all.
they're not poor. That's
Yep.
right.
Yep.
But we went out. They didn't have them at the Comics Bug store, so we went to this other one, which I am blanking on the name of.
Dream something?
Dream
World?
Dream World.
Dream World,
That
yeah.
sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Also, on the edge of Culver City Palms, right on the corner of Centinela and
Washington. Yeah.
on the way to Adam's old acupuncture school. Well, one of them anyway. The
Right.
original, the OG.
The OG one.
They didn't have it there either. It's a very popular title, apparently.
Yeah.
Apparently everybody, the guy at the comic book store, when I asked if they had it, was like, no.
Nope. Yeah.
They have been sold out of it basically since it came out.
Right.
So cool. I'm just going to find it on the internet somewhere.
Yep.
Probably on Marvel.com or Amazon. But yeah, on the way back, we stopped at, I'm probably butchering the name, but I think it's Cheviot Hills. Which is a rich neighborhood that is sort of south of Pico, in sort of the Century City, just south of Century City area. Very, very nice house. A lot of modern houses, modern architecture.
A lot of real estate porn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Something that Adam and I both enjoy.
Yep.
This modern architecture stuff. So that was really, really cool. And I, don't go joyriding there, because that looks like a neighborhood where they would probably report you.
Right.
But
yeah, we did keep seeing a bunch of signs that was kind of the neighborhood watch was kind of what was it? Something like, we're watching. And we're something else jerking off, let's say, and we will call the police.
That's what's happening.
And I'm kind of
We'll call
great.
the police on you. You masturbators. Masturbation is not a crime.
No, except for the Catholics, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to get demonetized, so I'll just stop there. But I think,
Come at me, church.
Just another fun day. On the way back, we had a little bit of traffic, but it was fine because we took all these little shortcuts.
Yeah.
And we almost stopped at Secret Headquarters, which is another comic book shop in Silver Lake, but they were doing construction on Sunset where it is, and I was like, not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Plus, we needed to get back because we needed to do our next round of protein.
Yep.
Gotta keep on that schedule, y'all. Gotta keep on that schedule.
Yep.
It's been pretty easy, I think, for us to stay on the schedule while we're at home. And
Yeah.
Adam mentioned in a previous video, I hope that he's able to keep it up when he's at work. And
Yeah.
I'm not there to be like, time to eat protein. Time to take your multivitamin.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was trying to sound like an old-timey radio.
No.
Okay, well, my voiceover career is
Time
done.
to take your Ovaltine.
Yeah.
No, but
Sounds good.
thank you. But yeah, so that was that was the major excursion for today. Other than that, I mean, the hunger kind of persists.
Is it getting more and more for you?
No, it's just that I've been
getting more and more
infected
for me.
with the YouTube channels with the food and everything. And so it's
So talk about the ones that you're watching and talk about the... He just told me he's going to start a new like YouTube binge of these.
Yeah,
kinds of
so like I'm kind of like bopping my way around YouTube, right? So, let's see. Well, it's not been a far trip, but like I think I started with Worth It from BuzzFeed, right?
because
Because Stephen
you
Lim.
have a crush on Steven.
Yeah, well.
He's cute.
Yeah.
Andrew's cute too.
Yeah.
Adam is cute, kinda.
I mean, yeah, sure.
Well, I was talking about you, but okay.
Oh, okay. Anyway, now I gotta fix my fucking hair again.
What was that?
But yeah. And so now, like, I've went to.
Wait. So the premise of that video is they basically visit three
okay.
different kinds of restaurants,
Right.
all serving the same kind of dish. So anything from curry to pasta to pizza to Korean barbecue, mac and cheese,
whatever. At 3 drastically different prices. Yeah, I'm stealing your shit. And
Demonetized.
I know, right? It's like, and copyright infringement. And so then, but yeah, so it's basically like the same dish, 3 different times, 3 different kind of like price areas. To figure out which one is worth the price for the taste.
Though I think I've seen a few of these with Adam, and I think that they end up going off topic a little bit, and they end up saying which one they liked the most, as opposed to which is the most worth it for the value. But anyways.
But yeah, so
the show is fun. It's getting me through.
Yeah, pretty much. It's then I found on the branch of BuzzFeed that kind of like sponsors their whole thing called Tasty. I found another series that's just in its first season called Make It Big or something like that. And
that's how Adam feels when he watches The Host.
All right. Yeah, because another even cuter Asian dude, Alvin, and basically he makes giant versions of food. The problem, y'all, is before we started this video, I'm partway through a make giant mozzarella sticks and onion rings episode. I love mozzarella sticks. And so like he's gonna make these giant things and I'm just gonna go through the computer screen and be like, oh fuck.
You're like, which do I want more?
I know.
Mozzarella sticks or...
I'll like land in the studio through my TV and I'm gonna be like, wait, which do I want more again? I don't know.
Yeah. I think post surgery though, post these phases, I think we could have maybe not mozzarella sticks, like a whole cheese stick size worth, but I feel like if we cut them up into small pieces and then fried them that way, because it's okay. Sorry if y'all don't know how to make cheese sticks or mozzarella sticks. It is literally just a cheese stick, flour. You roll it in flour and then you put it in an egg wash and then you basically put breadcrumbs on it. It's real simple. It's not into
the oil it goes.
Sorry, restaurateurs, if I have ruined cheese sticks for people, but anyways.
Sorry, spoiler alert.
Yeah. But I feel like that's not out of the realm of possible. I mean, we could maybe have between us one cheese stick, but cut up into small pieces.
Yeah, see, that's the other thing that we've been talking about that I think I kind of like that we kind of need to do is, our surgeon he has like this kind of like support group of folks that have gone through his surgery specifically. We need to figure out when they meet. Because, like, I want to go in there and be like, okay, look, I understand, like, the liquid phase, the pureed, the blah, blah, blah. It's like, I get the phases and everything. After I'm all done, what's it gonna look like?
Well, so I agree. We definitely should go to this support group. I think that's helpful in general. I've been going online. I've switched mostly from cooking videos because I've watched most of the cooking videos from most of the channels that I like.
Yeah.
But I've switched over to now looking at bariatric surgery post-op patients.
Okay.
And kind of what they're eating, if they have recipes, what they're making. Most of it I don't want to eat. just because, like, I don't know, I think our tastes are different. But anyways, one thing, I was watching this one guy's video. He apparently is like a super duper Christian, which I didn't know until I was looking at some of the other videos on his channel. But anyways, he was talking about, like, guys, I had chicken wings and pizza, and I'm 2 months post-op. So basically, he was saying that he has 4 or 5 chicken wings at a time. That's a lot of chicken wings.
Yeah.
That's a lot of chicken wings, y'all. Like,
Yeah.
I can't.
I mean, his stomach is protected by the power of the Lord.
It's a God-fearing stomach, I tell you what. But yeah, he had like 4 chicken wings. That's a lot.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. I'm kind of like, like this, like, oh, we could have like half a mozzarella stick. Nah, bitch, I'm having the whole thing.
I mean, I don't know. But what he was saying though is that he would take some of the breading off because he's like, the breading doesn't go well with my stomach. Like, he can't really tolerate all of the breading.
Yeah.
But if you take most of the breading off, it's just chicken.
Right.
And if you take most of the breading off a mozzarella stick, it's just cheese.
Right.
I mean, which, after a certain point we'll be able to have.
Right.
But I've also been watching, there was this other video where this guy was basically saying, like, he was over 350 pounds before surgery because he stopped, basically he stopped looking at the scale after a while.
Okay.
So by the time he actually went in for the surgery, they weighed him, he was 320 pounds. So he goes in has the surgery done. Mm-hmm. He's now doing this video. I forget how many months out he was, but I want to say it was like 4 months. Anyways, he's past the liquid phase. He's past the puree phase. He's now on at least soft foods, if not just regular foods.
Okay.
So he bought 3 bags out on this table. One was McDonald's. One was, I don't know what the middle one was. It was a white bag?
White Castle?
Or Wendy's? I don't know. White Castle or Wendy's.
Oh, Wendy's, I think, is white.
And then, oh crap, what was the third one?
Burger King?
It might have been Burger King. Anyways, the point is he brought out these 3 bags full of food to basically say, this is what I would actually eat whenever I would go out to a fast food place.
Okay.
So he basically disassembled 4 cheeseburgers. So you could see the bun, the bottom bun, the burger with the cheese on it, the second burger patty with the cheese on it, and then the top patty for this double cheeseburger. And he's like, this is what I would eat. And then he basically like cut up the patty and the cheese and was like, this is what I can eat now.
Okay.
So he was trying to show that, like, oh my gosh, guys, I used to eat like this huge amount, and now I basically have this smaller amount that I can
eat. Yeah.
So he can still eat it, just like Adam has been saying. He can still eat kind of whatever he likes, just within reason. There are certain times where I've read that people who have the surgery, they basically can't tolerate certain foods after the surgery. Some people can't tolerate bread anymore, which would make me devastated. But they can't have bread anymore. But they can eat as many like saltines as they want. Before they get full, kind of thing. So like, it's not like, I think the 3 things that I'm the most worried about are rice, because I'm Asian, pasta or noodles, also because I'm Asian, and then pizza. But I've been obsessed with like figuring out like how to make either a low calorie like almond flour crust pizza, which is probably the closest that you can get to wheat flour without using wheat flour.
Correct.
Because I don't want that cauliflower crust. That sounds ridiculous. A chicken crust sounds delicious, but then is it really a pizza? The cheese crust sounds the most delicious, but again, is that a pizza?
All right.
So anyways, we'll keep y'all updated, of course, when we get to these things and we're testing out, foods or whatever, but I think that leads into like something that I've been doing recently, which is counting calories.
Oh my God. Even though the nutritionist said not to.
She did say not to.
Yeah, she flat out said not to. And then, so we got the Berrytastic app, from a previous episode. And, and then this one was kind of like, oh look, I had like 60 something grams of protein and no carbs, and I'm like, what the fuck happened to your juice? I didn't have it. It's just so much sugar. I'm like, no shit, we're dying here. I mean, we're not, but it's like
We're not dying, friends
no,
and family.
we're not. But but the thing is that it's like you're because our protein doesn't have any carbs in it either. Is one of those things where like I kind of found out the hard way when going through a diet in probably like 2006 or so. That your body needs a certain amount of carbohydrates every day to survive, like to actually function well. Like your body will make do with what it can make do with, but there's going to be a lot of byproducts that are going to be like harder on your systems, more toxic, that kind of stuff. And so it's kind of like, yeah, our nutritionist was kind of like, you're taking in so few calories anyway, there's no need to count them, like, honestly. So what the fuck?
I want to lose as much weight as possible in this initial stage. So that's why I was doing it. Listen, before we went out on our drive today, which did end up being like 2 hours or
we
3 hours all told.
Yeah, we took a block. Yeah.
We took protein with us. I took barley tea. He took water with him. But before we went, we each had juice.
Yeah.
Just because we knew we would be out for an extended period of time, and
I didn't. That's too much liquid to carry. Freaking protein, water, juice.
But like, I didn't feel. Listen, I've felt a little dizzy when I first get up, but it doesn't last very long. It lasts maybe 3 or 4 seconds, and then it's gone, and I'm fine. I'm not lightheaded or like, I'm gonna fall over. Nothing like that. So, to me, there has been no real downside to not having the extra calories. So,
but that's the thing, is that you're deviating from the diet and the nutritionist's recommendation.
I know.
So, what the dick?
I don't know. Anyways, I'll drink more juice, I guess.
We'll report on that tomorrow. But that's about it for me. If you have any questions for us, as always, leave them in the comments. And then, do you have anything else?
No, I think that's it.
All right.
The journey continues.
We're still walking.
We didn't really walk today, though.
We walked around two comic book stores. What?
That was maybe 10 minutes total.
Yeah, we'll go for a walk then. Around the house where it's cold.
Yeah, it's hot out there.
Yeah. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Later.